I'm very happy to share my thoughts on Maurice Strong, the father of sustainable development. He has been a titan from that first UN conference on the human environment in 1972, where he addressed, as that Secretary General, an approach that both recognised poverty and the environment. The conference was the first to have in its outcome recommendations on climate change. It called for research within the science community on the impacts of climate change on our world. Maurice, as the first executive director of the UN Environment Programme, sought out this to build this new UN body on strong science. He knew that only by having a strong science would politicians address the critical environmental challenges of the time. Maurice addressed many issues in his life, but perhaps the most important was that of climate change. He played an important role in the establishment of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. And then as Secretary General of the Rio Earth Summit, orchestrated not only the core outcome of that conference, Agenda 21, a blueprint for sustainable development, but also the Rio Declaration, the 27 principles that would help guide us on a more sustainable path. But also he helped finalise the two conventions that will be signed by heads of state in 1992 at Rio, those of climate change and of biodiversity. The Rio Earth Summit Agenda 21 had 9 stakeholder chapters on the roles and responsibilities that they should play. This was the beginning of where he helped governments understand that they would make better informed decisions by engaging with stakeholders, and by engaging with those stakeholders would be more likely to help them to deliver those agreements, those global agreements. Within 10 years, there were over 6,000 local Agenda 21s produced by local authorities across the world with their local communities to seek more local sustainability. Maurice was unique, and it is very unlikely we'll see someone like him again. He worked in government, in industry, in the NGO world, and at the United Nations. He also told some of the silliest jokes and yet inspired young people across the globe to engage in addressing the central environmental problems of our time. Thank you.